Welcome to our debate. My name is Justin Price, and today I will be talking about my mite versus Wayne Wernicke and his mite. And my mite just so happens to be the itch mite, which its scientific name is Sacroptis scabii. And our debate's going to be over which one of our mites is more difficult to control or mitigate. And I think that I'm just going to give you the rundown of my mite, the basics first. So my opening is it's the scabies mite, also known as the itch mite. It's a parasitic arthropod, so it uses other live beings as a host that it uses to breed and to eat and to, continue generation to generation. It The way that it affects people is that it burrows into the skin and it causes a disease called scabies. And you may be asking, what is scabies? Well, scabies is a contagious and extremely itchy skin condition. So the way that, in more detail, the female itch mite starts burrowing and it lays 2 to 3 eggs a day as it goes down into your skin. And each egg takes 3 to 4 days to hatch, and she can lay up to a total of 30 eggs on her way down, and then she dies at the end of the burrow. So an infested person can transmit scabies even if they don't have symptoms. So they're not successfully treated unless the eggs are destroyed. And humans aren't the only mammals that can be affected. Other types of scabies or itch mites can infect dogs, cats, pigs, horses, and other mammals. They're one of the reasons for the mange on dogs. Fun fact. And the way you get rid of scabies is scientists produce scabicides, which kill the mites and also kill the mite eggs. And that's the only way you get rid of them, because they're super contagious and you just gotta destroy them at the source. And the way you don't spread it, you don't skin to skin contact with people. Or infected people, because that's how it gets spread. You're wondering, where is the scaby mite? Where is the itch mite so I can watch out for it? Well, got bad news. It's all over the world. So anywhere you go, the itch mite is probably not Antarctica, but you know what I'm talking about. Where there's people and live things, there's itch mites. So fun fact, 1687 was when the itch mite was first discovered, and scabies is the first known disease to have a known cause. Like, they knew what caused it. And I think that's awesome, because it's like the first step in the scientific process. They actually knew what caused it. And the scabies mite goes through 4 stages in its life. It goes egg, larva, nymph, and adult. And whenever it emerges from the egg, it only has 3 pairs of legs. But whenever it molts into a nymph, it gets 4 pairs of legs. And what they look like, they're round, sac-like, eyeless mites. And the way that they burrow into your skin is they use their mouth parts and special cutting surfaces on the front of their legs to get in there. And I know that sounds pleasant, but while they do that, they have suckers on their feet to anchor themselves. So it sounds like an all around fun mite to be around. Well, that's mine. All right, here's my rebuttal. I think that the scabies mite is definitely the more annoying and more difficult to control mite, because it's everywhere, and it not only infects animals but also infects you, and it uses you as a host. So I think that it's important to stop. It's hard to stop it from spreading, especially if you don't have like scabicide, because it's skin to skin contact. You know how time you touch skin with people, just shaking hands. It's part of our culture. We're around people so much often that I think the spread of scabies mite is extreme annoyance. I think that scabies are annoying, and I think they're more difficult to control because they are super contagious, but they also infect people. And do you really want that inside you? I don't either. So I think that mine is a little bit more annoying because it actually causes skin rash and pain. All right, well, here's my second rebuttal. I think that what I gotta say to that is mine. The cool things that makes the scaby mite stand out or cool to me is that it's everywhere. That there's people, so there's always gonna be it's always gonna be a factor. So we gotta the more we learn about it, the better. I think that in 1687, when they first discovered it, it was the first known, like, that's when our minds started turning, like, maybe certain outside objects cause certain diseases. I think that's awesome how it kind of got the ball rolling when they first discovered that like that's what caused the disease with these little mites, and it got people thinking. I think that what makes the scabies mite cool. Plus, I don't think it's cool, but I think it's more of a threat that it can just take over or just infest a lot of different kind of mammals, not just people, but also people. So I guess it's the most important one. So what do you guys say? What do you guys say to that? Well, it's looking like this debate's about to come to an end. Here's my closing statement. I think that scabies might going to be part of our lives for a while. So the more we learn about it, the better. I think that overall, it's just a little annoying bug. Does it have the possibility of becoming worse than that? Maybe if it gets like a mutated gene or something and it starts spreading worse stuff than just skin rash. But I think that as far as we know, it's just an annoying little bug, and I think that it's definitely more annoying than an eyelash mite. Come on. Would you rather have mites in your eyelashes that are only gonna live a few days, or would you rather not have stuff burrowing into your skin? Ugh. I mean, is it even close? I think we all know. We all know it's here. But overall, scabies mite, it's a good thing to know about. The better we know about it, the easier we can control it, which I'm glad we already have something to control it. So that's my closing statement. I think that the scabies mite is the most difficult to control out of the two and to mitigate. And yeah,